All right, here I am, live. 30 years I've known this guy, and I finally got him alone. It's a miracle. He's going to be checking his text about every 3 seconds.
Hey. Oh, cool. I got it. Don't worry.
We've been cutting up like this for years,
Yeah,
Tony, and
totally.
man, 30 years of being your buddy, and I would have never got started if it hadn't have been for you. So I owe you everything, and I'm so grateful. Take me back to the very, very beginning, because I want to talk about the early days. I mean, you had some ideas as a surfer, right?
Yeah.
And how did you get to Australia?
Well, okay, so I'll have to go back a little bit even further. So when I was a kid, I grew up in Southern California. I surfed, and once in a while I'd go water skiing with my family. But I always thought water skiing was boring. But we went to, like, Bass Lake. We went to Lake Tahoe. We went to the river, you know, with my family. And my uncle had a boat.
Right.
And a whole bunch of friends had boats, so I would go with them. So I would go. And then I went to Australia, like, I think I was 20. And
20?
Yeah, 20.
Holy
so now I'm 52. So it was 32 years ago.
Holy shit.
So, and I partied and served in Australia. I stayed for 6 months.
Right.
Which is a maximum amount. I stayed the maximum.
The guys with the badges come out.
Yeah, you can stay before you get kicked out.
Right.
And while I was there, I met some guys that were doing, you know, were going sideways behind boats. And one of them was Jeff Darby, who was a great guy.
Yeah.
And so, but they didn't want to really pursue selling them and all this stuff. They were just more into, like, doing it on their own. So when I got back to the States, I contacted Darby and we did some stuff, and I ended up starting Scurfer.
Yeah.
And Darby helped me shape the first board.
Nice, nice.
But the thing was we wanted to put foot straps on it.
Ah.
And they were more into not putting foot straps on it.
Being purist.
Yeah, purist, which was cool too, man. That's a great sport.
Right.
It's fun. It's basically like wake surfing, but the boards were a lot narrower, thicker, but still you could rip on them and carve those mean turns that you can't really do anymore. And so we put straps on them. We figured out how to make them.
Is that you and Hamilton?
Me and John Hamilton.
Okay, right.
We put We got investors. We got his grandmother to invest. We got all these different people to invest.
Right.
Like $3 grand here, $2 grand here.
Like Girl Scout cookies. Right.
Exactly. And we were just, you know, I was a student at San Diego State at the time, and I was just, you know, partying and delivering pizza and surfing and looking for girls, and that was it. So we started it, and that's how it started.
Right. Well, let's move to M-Tech, because, you know, I had gone the year before in 84, and I think you were there too. We didn't really know each other, and I bought a couple of their samples, and they ripped up my feet, and that was kind of the end of it, you know. So I came back the next year, and there you are with that tape with the Hawaii 5-0 music on, you know, and you're doing all this stuff, and I think Hamilton was in it too.
Yeah, he was with me, and he was there, yeah, definitely.
Right, and I go, dang, man, I got to get into this thing. This is it. Now we got something we can sink our teeth in, you know, and I ordered way more than I could sell. And so tell me.
But you made me go to the Denver Boat Show and help you sell them, which I did.
Right.
Well, what I loved to do, and I still love to do it, was I really loved to travel around and teach people how to wakeboard.
Right.
And that's what I like to do. You know, dude, I came to Denver so many freaking times.
Right, man.
And I went all over the world and taught people and just spread the stoke, and that's what it was about. And that's why we sold so many, because I'm excited about it. And other people got excited.
Yeah, everybody got excited.
You know, it's like you're on a crusade, and you go here, and you go there, and you lead 5 disciples, and they're like, wow, this is super fun. And then they tell their people that I'm doing around the world, like doing that. And Denver was a freaking hotbed, because you were on top of it. You were on fire.
Well, I was having fun, you know, and then I got in touch with Redmond that I don't think you knew at the time, and I said, well, man, he's got a really high performance board, but are they going to kill each other? So I put him on the far end and you there, and I walked you guys to the center of the booth and introduced you like heavyweight fighters, thinking, oh shit, what's going to happen here? And you guys walk off, man, like best friends, and it was crazy.
Then I think we smoked a joint and drank a beer and just were like, come on, dude. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I got to tell you, like, I mean, my boards, I was selling a lot of Scurfers, but Jimmy's boards were way better, where they were just a better performing board than
But he didn't have the sales, because you gave me the story once about you got up behind him, we're going, close him, dude, close him.
Well, Jimmy would just talk about design and the angle of the dangle, and this is
molecular structure of the universe.
Yeah, for hours, and I'm just like, selling boards. Hey, you like this board? You like yellow? You like blue? Hey, that's good. Let's go. Like 3 fins? You like 1 fin? What do you want? Boom, 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 boom.
Right.
And I'm selling, and I'm just looking at him. He hasn't sold 1 board.
Right.
And I told him, just sell the guy a board. And he's like, hey, would you like to buy the board? And the guy goes, yeah. And he sold his first board after I already sold like, I don't know, 20 or 30. And he'll vouch for that story.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
that's
why we
crazy.
became. That's why we're really good partners. He's the best shaper, the best wakeboard shaper.
That was like Lennon and McCartney meeting. You know, I mean, it was really a cool time.
Thank
you know, the next summer you came through. I had this little knee board slalom deal, and you said, "Hey, man, throw Skirfin in it." You know, and we had about 9 guys, and it was fun. And then, you know, a couple years later, you said, "Hey, you know, do you want to come to Hawaii and be a judge?" And really, that was a pivotal moment, that Hawaiian tournament, because it was ESPN. It was Llewellyn and Perez and Lance
Shapiro.
No, Shapiro wasn't at the first one.
Oh, he wasn't at the first one. Okay, yeah.
You know, in fact, guess what? I found, what's his name? Eric Schmaltz's dad.
Schmaltz
had a tape of that, and I got the tape of it.
Oh, dude, let's put it on the Hall of Fame.
We are. We're going to get it digitized. And hey, any way you could go to ESPN, you think, and get the tape they made?
I don't know. Maybe I could ask them,
because that's part
like
of our mission.
20-something years ago. They probably burned it.
25. That was 25 years ago.
Yeah,
that's why. Yeah. That's really. And if you think about it, Tony, I was sitting in here thinking, man, the night before we got to go to the pizza place and figure out the rules. And we got Dave Alden and Perez and you and I done. Well, what's a grab going to be? And I think that's where the whole expression thing was.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we need to do something. We got about 15 minutes left.
Yeah, so we're just like, just let them ride and have fun. Whoever goes biggest and has the most fun wins or most technical. I forget how we decided, but
I mean, slalom was easy. They had to go around the buoys, man. Just had to miss the super tanker going through. Remember that barge?
Yeah, that was funny. We should have a contest in Kauai, man.
We should have a Hall of Fame contest with all of those guys, man.
Yeah, and they have to. Should we ride Skirfers or could we ride whatever we want?
I think it'd be cool if we had a little bit where they all rode the stuff they rode in the old days. You know, we had the first 2 Hawaiian contests because those were really insane. And I remember Craig Llewellyn could do a flip, but Perez nipped him out. Man.
Yeah. Perez was more soulful of a rider. Llewellyn was like a trick skier coming over to
he
cash
just
in.
learned.
I mean, he's a great guy. But they're both great guys. But Perez, I think, outsold him in that event. Yeah.
Right. It was pretty cool. Well, you know, and then fast forward, and I had a couple more events.
You had some great contests.
Yeah, man. It was really neat. 92 Worlds was really cool where Darren came and won his first Worlds. He beat Perez.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that was nuts. And then I think they did something in Texas the next year. But really, Tony, what was the most pivotal event in many people's minds was when you and Jimmy are making masterpieces, and you made the Flight 69.
Yeah.
And here we are, Isla Morada. And we're going to do a whole story on that event. I've been talking to Rich and Andrea, a little bit with Jimmy, a little bit with Todd, who also announced.
Well, you got to talk with Byerly and Gator.
Right. They were the icons.
So basically what it was... So it was Rob Hyatt who needs props because he was actually the one who came to me and Jimmy with the idea of to do a Flight 69 because we had done the Big Air and it was almost a twin tip but not all the way. And so Rob was like, let's try this. So we went for it. So it was me, Jimmy, and Rob Hyatt, and even a little bit Chris Durham. We all helped on that board. Right. So I'd like to find Rob Hyatt. I have no idea. I haven't talked to him for 20 years.
Well, that's the whole idea. We want to dig up all these dudes.
Yeah,
Rich Goforth had a lot to say about this event, and you know how they were training and they reeled Andrea in and everything. You know, and wasn't Parks and Randy there in the junior division too?
Yeah, I think so. But the whole thing was me and Jimmy were approaching it from a different way. Like he's a skater, I'm a skater. I come from Southern California. He came from Austin. We were a completely different deal.
Skate, surf.
Right. And these other guys were water skiers. And there was a water skiers versus the long hair partier, skate or surfer dudes.
Ski-board, wakeboard. Kind of the whole thing where it switched from ski-boarding to wakeboarding.
And when those guys, definitely. And when those guys won, when Byerly and Gator won, and all the water skiers were pissed, all the cool people were stoked. And it was just like, and it just happened. It was a trip. It was an amazing time. I remember, man. It was incredible.
Oh, boy. Well, it just set everything on there.
Yeah, and that helped the sport. That helped the water skiing. That helped everything grow. Yeah,
helped everything because immediately everybody started chasing you guys with the twin tips. Yeah. Remember the next expo after that?
There was everybody had the same.
You know, guys from the filling station were making twin tips. You
Exactly.
The whole deal. Well, you know, I know you got a lot to do, and I need to go do some stuff, but I just wanted to hear these really early days and to shake your hand and thank you for 30 years of friendship. You know, you and Jimmy are the first two guys that I inducted. It was kind of, you know, you guys switching trophies and everything and hamming around. But now we're a 501(c)(3) we're legitimate. And I want to shake your hand for being the first guys inducted into the Wakeboarding Hall of Fame.
I tell you, Tommy, I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate what you're doing for the sport.
Well, thanks,
man.
And
what you've always done for the sport.
Well, thanks, Tommy.
I mean, seriously, dude, you're the man. You did a lot. And I know you're going to continue to do a lot.
Yeah, and I'm going to need your advice and mentoring and help. And I've reached out to Jimmy. Of course, his interview is going to be 750 years of molecular structure. He knocked yours out in 11 minutes here.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Go wakeboarding.
God bless. See you soon.